From the studio at Newport-on-the-Levee, it's Cincinnality with Amanda Orlando, Dean Miuccio, and Randy Douglas. Tonight, direct from CBS's Craig Ferguson Show, it's Jeff Tate. Bob the producer pays a touching tribute to the late Andy Griffith. And from American Idol and Showtime at the Apollo, live on the Guitar Center stage, Courtney Flagey. Also, the Cincinnality Band with Tony, Eddie, Blake, and Jen. I'm Phil Brown, and Cincinnality starts now!
Wow. Thank you. Welcome to Cincinnati. How you doing? Your first time here? Just kidding.
What a great audience. I saw you with the drums.
Yeah, with all the heat going on, you guys are really peppy. What did you do before you got here? Is there a secret?
They're not sharing.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Brown, our announcer.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean. Dean, I do have some other thank yous. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank everybody that voted. I'd like to thank my kids, my mom and dad, my neighbors, Andy and Barb at Kirk, and most of all, my wife, Kathy.
Why? Yeah, why, Phil?
I thought you guys were talking about the part I had in the Disney movie Secretariat. No?
You were in Secretariat?
I was in Secretariat for about 5 seconds.
Y'all remember that, don't you? What was your line? What was your line?
My line was, right this way.
Right.
Okay.
And they kept it. I was surprised.
And they kept it.
It didn't get cut out. Wow.
This could be your last day, Phil. Anyway, no, just kidding, just kidding. The Cincinnati Band, ladies and gentlemen.
And Jen in her tank top.
I know.
I love the tank
Jen's
top.
Me too, it's fun.
I want your husband to make me a tube top.
I'd like for you to wear a tube top.
Wow.
I was getting it for you.
On a more serious note, this past week we lost a great actor. He was a neighbor of mine. I lived in North Carolina for a while. Andy Griffith passed away. And most of us grew up watching Andy Griffith, and I can't think of a better way to pay tribute to him than ask a close friend of Cincinnati to come and eulogize Andy Griffith. Please welcome, you might remember him from the Dawn Patrol on WEBN, Bob the producer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dean. I can see this is hard for you also. Thank you. This is very therapeutic for me because this is the hardest one of all. I had to write it down because I'm just too involved. Andy Griffith is gone. Back to Mayberry, where it's peaceful, quiet, laid back, dead. What can I say about Andy Griffith? Peaceful, quiet, laid back, dead. Good whistler. Little bit country, a little bit rock. Then Ernest T. Bass heaved through a window. Charlie Sheen was all about winning. Andy Griffith, all about grinning. He could grin with the best of them. He was a natural, his whole family was. Melanie Griffith, Andy liked to watch through the window. That is, if Ernest T. had not broken it. We met on a cattle call. Andy was to read for a part. I was there to clean up. You know, cattle calls could be very messy. Well, he walked away with the part, Andy Taylor, and since I was there, I tried out for his deputy, Barney. It was just a face in the crowd. I was too intimidating, they said. My voice was too deep. They didn't trust me, even with one bullet. They did not love this man in uniform. Floyd the barber thought my hair was too thin. You guys don't think so, do you? Time marches on, though. So did Andy. He moved out of Mayberry, and still he wanted to keep his hand in law. I got him a gig. At first as a paralegal on Matlock. Only thing, he had to wear a suit and tie. He insisted on seersucker. Glad to be out of uniform, he went out with a bang. The Fun Girls from Mount Pilot. Too much fun, too much for old Andy. And his last words were, "You beat everything, you know that?" I said, "Well, not everything." He could not beat death. He died in my arms. Thank you for letting me do that. It was very therapeutic. And, you know, I don't know if I can do this now, but one thing, I don't know if you realize this, but Phil, who was just telling me about it, someone from Andy Griffith was a huge influence on him. Aunt B. See that?
Thank you. Bob,
Thanks
the
so much,
producer,
Bob.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
very
very
much.
much.
Cincinnati from the Bob and Tom Show and CBS Craig Ferguson Show. Comedian Jeff Tate next.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.